heard of FANG? I have. What is FANG? Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Google, the big boy tech companies. What's going on with them? Well, they've been laying people off like 10,000 every couple months. They're all saying even like the richest guy in the world. No, maybe Elon is now. I don't know. But Jeff Bezos, one of the rocket guys, one of the rocket bros, he's talking about how he thinks the economy's screwed. Why would he think that? The guy who owns Amazon? Do you think he might have some insider information? Or is it just that blatant that stuff is slowing down? If Amazon is firing enough people, isn't that all you have to know about the economy? Is Amazon hiring or firing? I should be a good indicator to let you know if it's a good time to buy or sell. Would you believe that this year was the start of when Jeff Bezos started talking about that? It was early January, he was saying. The economy's screwed. My business is screwed. He didn't specifically say it, but stuff's going down. Look at the earnings. Is it priced in? No. Why? Because look at this. This is the Big FANG QQQ. Let's talk big tech here. Look at this. Since January this year, this is the bull version of QQQ. So we're leveraged here, but we only talking leverage here because we're here to multiply, right? Just sit and twiddle our thumbs. 70% up since January. So this is bear, so maybe like, I don't know, 25%-ish up, 23% up. Only one decent pullback in that time. Do you think in an economy where it doesn't matter what really is going to happen anymore, even if there's more liquidity pumped into the market, which there is, that's what this is right here. The Fed started, this is QE, they're not calling it yet, but this is quantitative easing. This is bank bailouts, is what's all happening here. This is still more fake stuff going on. But remember, the big problem is there's still the credit crunch crisis, where banks and their lending standards are still extremely high, and they're getting worse and cranking down even more. So regular Joe and Jane can't just go get a home loan anymore. Everyone is already maxed out on their credit cards. They're already behind and they're losing their jobs. There comes a point where it doesn't matter what they do, unless they were to forgive all debt and house loans. That could happen maybe in the future. I don't know. You tell me, what would be a solid way to get America out of this rut other than just bankrupting a lot of companies and starting over like they always do? You tell me. Does that make sense though? 70% up on TQQ? This is ridiculous. This is absolutely nuts. Okay? The other thing that's telling me a story is the small cap stocks, so like the IWM, the Russellies, the Russell Bros. The leverage on that is Tina, T-N-A. Miss Tina Turner, Miss Gorgeous herself. Would you believe me if I told you she's only up 7%? She's only up 7%. Is that possible? Up 7%. That means big tech is outperforming by 10x small caps. What does that tell me? People are still risk off. People in particular like big banks and money makers, market makers. If they're not touching small caps, they don't actually trust anything, because this is where people go to multiply. This is where institutions and market makers go to multiply. They go to the small caps, but they haven't even touched it. It's literally up 7% from the start of the year versus 70% on big tech. Why? Can we trust big tech a little bit more? Maybe a little bit. But look at this. SQQ, which is the going down version of TQQ. So this is betting bear that big tech is going down. It's down what? 48%. It looks like it's just straight down from there. Even before that. Even before the new year, it's just down. And by all measures and means, of every calculation out there I have seen, we're in one of the worst financial situations ever. Does that make sense? People can't get approved for credit cards anymore. They can't get approved for houses anymore. Houses prices have already dropped about 20-ish% overall. at least in America. What's going to happen? What's the game plan? What are we doing? We're here to make money. Okay? We're what I would call kind of overextended-ish getting there. This is, let's call it the SPY, the SPX. This is what I think is going on. We could basically get a rug at any time. It could be in 20 minutes from now. It could be in 20 days from now. Most likely sooner than later. But I am already scaling into bear stuff now. I'm convinced, okay? I'm still saving some allocation because we could keep running, you know? There's some drama in here that could still happen. There's like a gap on SPX up here, you know? We could still go all the way up to like 4,300. That's another, what is this, like 2.5% up or something? 3% up? So SPY could still go up 3%. So how should you play this? Well, you can do it really conservatively and just wait, wait until we start getting some crazy hammer downs in the market, just whenever the price shows you that, and it's going to confirm it. It's going to break some, if we can break our weekly low of, let's say, like 41.40. If we can break 41.40, you can essentially put in orders for bears, buy your bears, then put a stop right above it. Because therefore, as long as it doesn't make it above the weekly lows again, we're probably bears in control and just hodl from there. Or you could just start dripping into it, which is what I do. I mean, you also have all sorts of leading diags coming up in here. It looks super toppy and dumb. I don't think that they're not going to keep blowing this up. Friday is MOPEX, so monthly options expiration also. And so Max Payne, they want most people to bleed out, and the best way to do that is to go the opposite way of what most people think. Any real economist or real business person or finance person that's not completely delusional knows that all financial systems are screwed, big time. All right, we're already doing bank bailouts and all that, and we're rocketing. No, that's not how it works. So people are planning accordingly by what? Buying bears. The problem is people are buying too many too soon, and then it just keeps going up, and then they freak out and sell, and then they switch to long. That's what they really want, is people to switch to long up in here. They want people to switch to bull, and the second it happens, then they pull the rug. It's just not going to happen, though. As I've shown many times, that in bear markets, there become more bears the lower it goes. And so it's going to be natural that there's always going to be more bears in a bear market. That's just how it is. It's always going to keep increasing. But they're going to get as much as they can and get better deals, right? Because even if we pull the rug here at 4,200 on SPX, right? If you get some calls, puts down to like 3,500 and it gets to 3,500, you are printing money. So at this point, they're going to get to the point where it's like, are we going to get a bigger slice of the pie than what we need? I don't know. At what time do they just say, okay, let's just cut it, right? I think it could be Friday. I think it could be Monday. Options expire, happens Friday. So maybe Monday. Maybe they'll do drama next week, and it will be next Wednesday, finally we'll get a rug, or over the weekend like they like to do. Do some real spooky stuff like that. I don't know. All I know is I'm just layering in, and the higher this thing keeps going, the more aggressive I'm going to get on my bear buying. If you can't handle any downside, just wait till we get below, like, let's say April lows, like 4,100, and then, like I said, then you can just put like a stop in right above. I'll probably surf it. Not financial advice, but that's just what I'm looking at doing. If you haven't noticed, TradingView actually just added on these cool emojis and stickers. Do you like them? Are they too childish for you? Let me know in the comments. If you have any questions or want to see anything specific on any future videos, let me know. Felt refreshing to do this for you guys. Thanks for your long-term support, and we will see you on the next one coming up soon.